Hospital. Do they have two of these cups on the table?
Yes.
Yeah, one's for lidocaine and then the
One for contrast.
eye of Newf or whatever, right?
The what?
Which doctor's over there? I don't know why they were Newf, but whatever. Okay.
Can I move closer?
Oh geez, that looks like it's about to bust.
That's good.
Seriously, Jack.
I really wanted to
Like,
burst.
all
I just
over go.
really wanted to.
Okay. So you've done the diagnostic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lesion, so if you were thinking ahead and you drew up your contrast before, if this is an interventional cardiologist, right? There's two ways you can prep. Usually in the OMC system, they usually pull up a syringe or, half and half. What's your contrast mix?
50-50.
50-50, 60-40, whatever. You just want to be able to visualize the stent or the balloon under angio, right?
Mhm.
If you get too much contrast in here, what happens?
Too viscous.
It's too viscous,
Yeah,
and
inflate your balloon.
if you use a 38 stent, it's going to
It's
take
gonna take
forever
forever.
to come down. So you want to make sure you get this mixture, not too much contrast. And 50-50 is usually a good number, but 60-40 is fine too. The same with in the cup for you Florida Hospital folks, right? So you get it. You're going to fix. So what's the first thing you need to do?
Prep your tui.
The TUI, because that's what he's going to need first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this comes in a kit. I'm not sure if Florida Hospital if it comes like this or not, but this will come with this. What's this?
Introducer needle.
This.
Tui.
Torquer.
And then
Extension.
12-inch extension. Now, what I was saying last time was some doctors prefer a stopcock on the end of the manifold, right?
For nitro.
If they do, stopcock. Right, all you've done was add another port.
So I have to take that off.
Right, so the first thing you do after you do that, if they want that, is hook up this.
Extension.
This is which end?
Female. Male.
So you hook it up. This goes,
On the
Port.
extension.
this is,
Male. Female. Then you turn on your signal.
okay. So the first port you're gonna flush is this one.
Got it open? Is the line open, Jack? Teal? Is it open?
Just give you some more pressure.
So you prep like that.
Hope it cools when you
Keep
signal.
going. So this, remember this is always coming out, so you're gonna,
Plug it. Let it flush.
Open.
And twist that.
so before you take your finger off of this end, you close this. Now
And then
stop.
turn it on.
Now that's prepped, right? Ready to rock and roll.
You wanna turn off your stopcocks?
I did.
Okay. You wanna turn off your stopcocks? You wanna do this?
I was just saying fluid is going everywhere.
So,
Why do I not have any more saline left?
so just like when you're doing the diagnostic or when you're in a hurry, you prep whatever the physician's gonna need first, right? So you get a sheet, whatever. So we're just like this, he's gonna need this first. The other thing he's gonna need is a guide, right? So you flush the guide. You can load it with the 035 wire, and then you go up just like a regular catheter, diagnostic catheter. Then he's gonna hook this up, and then while he's hooking up and seating, what can you be doing?
Prep your
Prepping
inhaler.
Prepping this. So this is why I think the syringe is a lot easier. All you have to do is hook it up there, pull negative, and you put it down.
Huh.
Do whatever you gotta do.
I like that.
So that's done. Now all you have to do is clear the air out, right?
Several times, depending on who you're working with.
So that's it. Now I'm set up.
Alright,
Huh?
third time.
Turn the stop
All right,
off
we're
to
good.
the balloon or
We're
the
good.
stent. Always. So you're always set up. So now that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you're at Florida Hospital and they do stuff backwards. So I'm not sure. You guys tell me. Do they have a stopcock on the end of their inflator?
Some doctors do, some don't.
Okay. So all you have to do with
Usually
that
no.
is hook it up there, pull negative, and then you you don't want too much in here because you can't pull negative if you have too full. So about, 12 cc's is all you need in here. And then if they don't use a stopcock, you're ready to go with that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it for as far as your setup for your PCI.
Most would use a stopcock because then they can, when they attach
So-
it.
So this is in the body, so they
They
use a
want the slide.
stopcock on the end here. Most of the time it is for nitro, they're gonna inject nitro. What they wanna avoid doing is
Take it
this.
out.
Put it back
Yeah.
on, take it back on.
Because what are you doing?
Air
Air
from
in
that
your
kind
hair.
Takes it off.
Some
And then for the
positions do it that
cardiology,
way,
do
some
it that way.
positions don't. So you just have to find out where can you find that information
Position, the brain.
in the preference book.
Or
So,
it's called the brain.
Once that's done, and he takes nitro there, that's it.
I was saying they put the stopcock on the inflator because it reduces air. Or
Well-
So you
reduces
can
chances,
purge it.
Purge it and flush it.
Right.
So- Okay.
Okay, so now we'll prep a balloon. Or balloon and or stent is all prepped the same way. I was telling Jack earlier, and I told you guys too, if you flush these are built over the wire. But we'll just think this one is a monorail. So with a monorail, how many ports do you have?
One.
One. Do you ever flush that port?
No.
Cause you'll
No.
inflate your balloon.
So to flush this, some physicians say flush it, some don't. They really get nervous when you flush a stent like this because if you go over top of a stent like that, you can damage the end struts, flare them out, and you go in, drags on a guide, catches on something. So if they want it flushed, you just hold it there.
Do you have to put it over the stent, or can you just have it?
Well, you don't have to, but if the physician doesn't know you and he sees you do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So ask him if he wants it flushed. If you don't want it flushed, then don't flush it.
Can you just dip it in your nice saline?
Yes.
At Florida Hospital.
Yes, you can. I mean, I'm not sure what that, I mean, that really doesn't,
Do anything.
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
You just put it in contrast and.
Well-
It's fluid, but that was, we're pretending that.
Okay, now it's fluid.
they really don't have to flush these if the wire is wiped. If you keep, wet gauze up there for the physician so you can wipe the wire, and you really don't have to have it flushed. Because remember, a lot of these wires are wet.
Hydraulic.
So once those wires on there, everything slides over easy. When it dries out,
Just right.
that's when it gets hard to go. Okay? Okay. So for a monorail, if you don't flush it, all you have to do is, what?
Load it,
Load it. Just,
like me. Hey, I didn't do that this week though.
so, just put it on, load it, push down, you grab wire, he takes it, you hold the wire till when?
He says, this guy have the
Till he gets
wire.
the wire.
If you're not sure, you say, do you have a wire? If he says yes, then
Then
there
let
you go. So that's it for a monorail. I mean, it's easy to put a monorail. Just slide it on the wire, basically. Over the wire, the only difference is now you have a port to flush, right?
Mhm.
So there's two ports. Which port do you flush?
The straight port.
The
The
side
angle.
port.
No, that's what
Straight.
inflator hooks up.
Always straight,
Yes, that's right.
because this is in the body, right?
Uh-huh.
So where's the wire? The wire's not going to take a, I don't know, what is that, like 70-degree angle out. So you're always going to flush this one. So you just connect it, flushed. These are difficult to control because why? You have
A lot of length.
300-centimeter wire. You're getting this up. While he's feeding it in, you gotta wait. Once you have wire, now you're back here from this far from him, right?
Mhm.
So once you have wire, you pin the wire. You say, I have wire, you pin it. Don't pin it up here like that. Put your on the table or whatever so you can control it. If it gets to a point where you feel you can't control it, just tell him to stop, and then you can move down and hold closer while he goes in. Okay? And that's it. Taking it out is different, and I'm sure you guys have seen physicians do this too. They'll take it out, they'll start taking it out. This is a monorail. They'll take it out, they'll get to a point and they'll go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, you have to keep control of that. So how I do it, Sean, come here 1 second. Is when he's coming out and the monorail's down there, I'll have a wet gauze in my hand. So when he gets to a point and before he can throw it out,
You grab it.
I hand him that, so then I grab it, and then he'll pin the wire there, take that, and then he'll start wiping the wire, and then I can take this all the way out. Because if you don't give them something to do with their hands, this is what they do.
You gotta keep 'em busy.
Gotta make sure you hand him that. You gotta
Flat.
have it ready.
Flat and wet. Don't be handing me some crumpled up gauze.
No.
Flat.
I always pass it under his arm, so all he's gotta do is grab it real quick and then go.
And that's pretty much it. Any questions on it? You guys can practice it.
Flat.